I had a great ancestor who lived about 250 years ago. His name was Israel ben Eliezer, known as the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of the Hasidic movement. And he said a very important statement. We are complex people, and you gotta accept people for who they are without knowing what that is exactly. You don't have to understand, and they don't have to prove to you and something in order for you to accept that.
Abby Stein lived in an ultra-Orthodox or Hasidic community in New York for almost her whole life. She grew up with 13 siblings, a Judaic education, no internet, and not knowing a word of English. She married at 18, had a son at 19, and by 20 she decided the Hasidic movement wasn't for her and left to pursue a proper education with the freedom to express her identity. Last September, Abby openly came out as transgender and told her father, who now no longer speaks to her.
I'm not expecting them to go take a course in gender identity and become all open-minded, but this is who I am. Just, you don't understand it, fine. I can try to explain it to you. How about that?
Abby learned English at 19 and cut her religious practices after leaving the community. She became involved with a program called Footsteps that helps those who leave the community get on their feet. It helped her get a diploma and adapt to the life in New York City.
People who leave the ultra-Orthodox community are immigrants in their own country. That's more than actual immigrants, because people don't give us the benefit of an immigrant, the benefit of the doubt in so many ways. They expect you to be cultured and everything, but you don't know English, but you don't know how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. It's in so many ways what trans people describe when they transition. People who just leave the community have it.
Besides the struggle of adapting to life in New York, Abby didn't find it a problem to live as her true identity.
I knew what I'm getting into, and I'm pretty good at it, ironically. I love makeup, I love shopping, I love culinary, I love manicures. I'm pretty good at it. I was really bad at being a guy, so at least I should be good at that. I was never successful, actually, and one of my last attempts at succeeding as a guy was I bought a clothing manual for how to dress as a guy.
Abby receives plenty of media attention since her profile in the New York Times from November. Her blog, which started after leaving the community to express her thoughts, now gets hundreds of thousands of views a day. Her bit of fame opens doors for her to speak about her journey at events, some reaching over 200 attendees.
When I talk to people and I talk about transition, about gender identity, one of my biggest goals that I want to talk about is raising awareness, getting people to be aware and know that, be open to the concept that people are more than just the truth that you see and just what you know about them.
Now a Columbia student, an educator, and rising activist, Abby is comfortable with herself and views the world with a new perspective.
In terms of personality, I think I changed a lot more the last 6 months than just from leaving the community. Just inherently, I don't know, everything just looks different. The world looks different. People seem to smile a lot more to me. I don't know. It just looks nicer. I don't know how to explain it.
Julia Maman, Concordia News, Montreal.